Every week at this time, we get to visit with Andy Mangione from AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens. Let's talk a little bit about something, Andy, that you caught me up on. I was fascinated by this. AMAC members have helped to secure a big, big victory against woke banking. Now, I want to set this up a little bit because as I've been learning, people are amazed at what banks are required to do with the federal government. That's one aspect. But even more than that, there's this social scoring that banks are trying to follow. And J.P. Morgan Chase, the world's largest bank, was going down that path until the AMAC members got wind of that and took it in a different direction. Tell us about this entire amazing story, Andy.
Well, Mike, we first became involved in this initiative when we learned how big banks were cutting off services to conservative individuals and organizations by using a faulty reputational risk score. Some financial institutions stretched the definition of reputational risk to include damage the bank perceives customers with a conservative mindset can do to the institution's reputation, real or imagined. This empowered bank employees to debank or cut off services to conservatives based on a social risk policy that includes subjective terms like hate or intolerance. J.P. Morgan Chase had canceled the account of former U.S. Ambassador Sam Brownback's National Committee for Religious Freedom without explanation, and also denied payment processing services to other conservative groups. And Mike, that's when AMAC Action teamed up with the Free Enterprise Project and the Alliance Defending Freedom. We initiated a call to action campaign directed towards key J.P. Morgan Chase executives, and our messaging focused on urging the bank to stop these debanking practices, but also, importantly, to participate in an Alliance Defending Freedom survey that scored their respect for free speech and religious freedom. Get this, Mike. AMAC members sent over 91,000 emails with this messaging to these J.P. Morgan Chase executives. Now, you fast forward to last May, and we learned that J.P. Morgan Chase had recently made two significant moves. First, they dropped their social risk policy, and second, they've agreed to meet with Alliance Defending Freedom attorneys to discuss how they could better respect viewpoint diversity. This is a huge win against woke banking.
This is incredible because they're putting their toe in the water. They want to see how far they can go, and this is why we're belonging to an organization like AMAC makes such a big difference. Because when J.P. Morgan Chase executives got 91,000 emails, they're saying, "Wait a minute, maybe this is a bad idea. Maybe we're poking the bear." And as I understand it, Chase made an explicit commitment to serving customers, quote, regardless of political, social, or religious viewpoints. That's so powerful, Andy, because we know what they're trying to do to us. I mean, that's why we've developed here at Salem, we developed something called Truth Warriors, truthwarriors.com, where people are signing up because they're trying to target us because as a result of our conservative beliefs. But isn't it wild, Andy, to see this infiltrate the banking industry? Mike Lindell knows all about this. You and I bumped into Mike Lindell at the People's Convention in Detroit. Mike has been debanked. There are banks saying, sorry, take your money elsewhere. I mean, this is chilling, Andy.
Absolutely it is. And it is very satisfying to expose this kind of behavior. AMAC members have made it very, very clear. They don't want woke ideology anywhere near a boardroom. They just want to go on and go about their lives, do their banking. And I ask this question, Mike, how many of those AMAC members had a JP Morgan Chase card in their wallet? How many of them had their retirement managed by JP Morgan Chase? So Chase not only heard from AMAC members, they heard from a ton of their customers as well during this campaign.
This is huge, and once again, it's another reminder of why it's important to tear up your AARP card, join AMAC. They have an election year special right now. Normally, a membership is only $16 a year, but because of the election, 4-year membership for just $30. You can go to Gallagher4AMAC.com, Gallagher4AMAC.com. We also make it real simple for you. If you just text the letters AMAC, AMAC, to our MyPillow text line, which is 800-655-MIKE, we'll send you back a link where you can join AMAC. And believe me, Andy, it bears repeating, this isn't just an issue like this one. You mobilize members all the time on a myriad of issues like this one.
Absolutely. You can find AMAC members participating on federal issues, state issues, and now we have uh, made a foray into corporate advocacy. And the times that we live in right now necessitates that move.
It's incredible. Congratulations. Great work. And it was so fun hanging out with you guys. I mean, I got to be on Rebecca's podcast. She has a terrific AMAC podcast. You can check that out. That's very important. AMAC's podcast with the great Rebecca Weber. She was on my show as well. Got to catch up with you in person. It was a terrific event. It was fun to see all those thousands and thousands of enthusiastic patriots under one roof.
It's inspiring and it energizes me. It energizes AMAC members. I think it energizes everybody who was at that convention. And but more importantly, they take that energy back into their communities and they have kitchen table discussions to talk about how important this election is.
Great job. Keep fighting the good fight, Andy. Great checking with you and great seeing you in person last week in Detroit.
Thank you, Mike. God bless.
God bless. Again, to join AMAC, all you got to do is text the letters AMAC to 800-655-MIKE. That's 800-655-6453. We'll send you back the link, or you can go to GallagherforAMAC.com.